Hello, my name is Vasyl Myroshnychenko. I'm Ukraine's ambassador to Australia and New Zealand. As a Ukrainian, it is both a privilege and a profound honor to stand here in front of the Australian War Memorial. ANZAC Day is sacred to Australians and New Zealanders, a day of remembrance, reverence, and national pride. It commemorates not only those who served in Gallipoli, but all those who have worn your nation's uniform in the service of freedom and justice. Since arriving in Australia, one value that has stood out to me is your deep commitment to a fair go, a principle that speaks to your national character. Australians are instinctively resistant to injustice, whether it comes from across the street or across the sea. You reject arrogance, oppose tyranny, and support those who cannot defend themselves. The first ANZACs fought not merely to defend a distant beachhead, they fought for the enduring ideals of liberty, dignity, and resistance against oppression. And every generation since has carried that legacy forward. What defines an ANZAC is not the location of the battle, but the cause that compels them to act. Today, those ideals resonate deeply with the people of Ukraine. Your armed forces are rightly admired around the world, not for the conquest or ambition, but for their unwavering commitment to protecting others, for standing up when others cannot, for choosing principle over silence. In our darkest hours, Ukraine has been fortunate to call Australia a friend. And more than that, a mate. Today, with deep respect, I pay tribute to 13 remarkable Australians and New Zealanders who made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of Ukraine. Jet Danahay, Michael O'Neill, Dominic Abellan, Trevor Kidal, Sage O'Donnell, Andrew Bagshaw, Digby Goldthorpe, Kenneth Tatai, Matthew Gibson, Joel Stramsky, Brock Greenwood, Cameron McIntosh. Ukrainian government is working closely with the Australian government to get Oscar Jenkins released. And I would like to extend to their families and loved ones, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Their courage will never be forgotten. Their legacy lives on in every Ukrainian who continues to resist aggression, and in every Australian and New Zealander who remembers their sacrifice. They are, in the truest sense, Ukrainian ANZACs. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. More than a century ago, on the fields of Villers-Breton, Australian soldiers helped to turn the tide of war. To this day, on the wall of a school in that small French town are the words, "Do not forget Australia." It is my hope that one day, across towns and cities throughout a free Ukraine, we will see those words echoed in grateful tribute. Do not forget Australia. Australia is a land of many unique values, but on this day, none is more important than the mateship, the simple, profound act of standing by your friends, no matter the cost. It is little known that in 1944, at the Battle of Monte Cassino in German-occupied Italy, New Zealand Maori troops and Ukrainian troops who were part of the Free Polish Army literally fought up a cliff to defeat a well-entrenched and heavily armed Nazi military force. We bravely fought together against incredibly long odds, and we won together. The world is a much better place as a result. It's that spirit, the will to win over fascism and authoritarianism, that we need to embrace again in 80 years later. Australia, New Zealand, thank you for standing by Ukraine. Slava Ukraini, slava Australii, slava Новій Зеландії, lest we forget.